Revolt. I specifically say why I say revolt, against who, and the reasons. This video is for all those 21 years or older, the American main public. It's called the court of last resort, to support my demand. It's my money, because it is my money and yours. And this is Martyr Saint Castellano, and also known as the preacher. Now, this is specifically my main body of work of poetry and poems towards the august body of great achievers. We have where I will say about the first 10 poems. Poems are composed for you and me, and possibly for all the world to see. They are art and beauty, with words that rhyme, and possibly can be set to 3/4 time. I have always dreamed that I could write a poem that millions, well, many thought bright. At year's end, my verses get tossed like a useless toy. A poem, if I could write one for all to enjoy. Now the important honoring relatives. We should, for it is natural to mourn, remembering family since they were born. I would gladly exchange my life for theirs. Heroes all, life in paradise, God's heirs. For each fallen hero, I say, rises again. All of us don't personally know all of them. We just pray acceptable is this honoring poem. Now, though traveling a visitor in Rome, I noticed the people walking. I absorbed the people talking. I noticed the immensity of St. Peter's Square. I absorbed the challenges the architects had to share. I noticed the majestic mountains. I absorbed the splashing of Rome's fountains. I noticed the clear blue sky. I absorbed that visit to Rome high. Exposing Isaac Newton. This is in the controversy. It's absolutely proven Newton did not a little Latin that good. He did not write that book in Latin. It was written to him. It's written for him using Galileo's work. There once was a man at college who sat under a tree to impart knowledge. An apple did fall and forced him to recall, I'm Newton, a student at the university who is studying natural philosophy. If I could publish my opinions or two, then great Galileo, maybe I could be like you. This one is a tough one, in that it's about Fermat's last theorem in prose. 350 years ago in France, mathematician Fermat offered all this chance. Take the basic equation, says he, of a circle, x squared plus y squared equals z squared equals r squared equals a constant like 16, 4 squared. It will be. Now increase the exponent to n greater than 2. Then, my friends, all you will have to do is resolve my x squared x to the n plus yn equals z to the n equation. And only integer is the stipulation. claims of solutions range far and wide. How could yours truly buck the tide? He obtained a reference book by Big IQ, supposed best mathematician to me and you. Attractive and brainy, what a combination. What a challenge. I must prevent an explanation to Fermat's last theorem. If I am to advance, the author has, and you are all invited to the dance. It's January 1997. The author's Christmas days in America. Brr, it gets cold in December, but only in the northern latitudes, remember? Rain, snow, or cold, we religious prepare to host one of the happiest days we enjoy the most. What a paradox of weather for those peoples down under. I have lived there, forcing the author to wonder whether one lives in the north, south, east, or west. Each person, like me, tries to be their happiest, their best. On Christmas Day in America, the author is forced to recall the paradox, the fallacy of J. Edgar Hoover et al. Whether by day, month, latitude, or season, that immoralitas Hoover's committed crimes without reason. The most popular one was JFK, November 22nd, I think was the day. Who benefited most and kept their power? Wasn't it Hoover? JFK planned to fire at the proper hour. Ah, but where Jack failed, Bobby would succeed. Then again, it worked before. Why would Hoover heed? What secret, immoral tyrant was this Hoover's anyway? Worse in the world, per Charles Castellano on Christmas Day. That was the day he was experimented to death by criminally insane Hoover and Hoovers. Now I may have left the country, so I had Castellano's Farewell to the Faithful. It's got December 1997. The time to attain justice is long overdue. For horrendous crimes must Mary Charles, me and you. The good are not forgotten, nor have we changed. To obtain justice must Hoovers, whose minds are deranged. The good are not forgotten, nor have we changed. To obtain justice must Hoovers, whose minds are deranged. I want to put a little emphasis there. It's a true fact. In the history of the world, man's inhumanity thus man has been a practice that should be controlled by a band. The faithful pray that their bodies and souls be saved. Arm bodily while secure. Your road to salvation is paved. With the teachings of Christ, Muhammad, etc., showing the way, do unto others as you would want them to do for you today. Some defy God's laws for greedy capitalistic gain. They are the worst hypocrites, simple souls, so damned vain. One wonders, what is the devil in this vast universe? Isn't it the hypocrites with their forked-tongued verse? There must be paradise with eternal life, where all is well. Of course, where the faithful go, but the Hoovers, they can go to hell. Thoughts of travel. As I look far out over the sea, ships pass whose directions appear to be ports for Paris, Berlin, Athens, and Rome, vacation lands that are far, far from home. I pledge to travel by next year, I say, yet when it is time, my bank account is at no way. I hear slogans and jingles of how to travel, ugh, those later payments plus interest are tough to unravel. One of these years, before I'm too old, I'll take my chances and be bold, visit many countries, their mountains and streams that I have visualized in my dreams. A record I'll keep of what I have done. After all, you must save remembrances. They're part of the fun. And when I return, not a sad note or tear, because I will start preparing to travel again next year. I'll read one, and then we prepare for Judge Abe Lincoln Jr.'s ruling at 10 a.m. today, Monday. Yep, at 10 a.m. sharp. Literature, poetry. The artistic challenge of poetry, I am told, is far beyond me. However, I comprehend the poem, Trees, so fine, set to the music of a summer's breeze. Why not try to see what I can compose? Recall, Jesus proclaimed, the fineness of a rose. And after all is said, recorded, done, here rests a man that at least wrote one. Okay. Now, I say, of course, it's my money, because it is my money. And my money and yours. And that's what we have to obtain. And as far as the Hoovers, their lumper, the F.B.I. saying that at the top there, the fella, Obama, that has the blackest ass.